Good afternoon, Narissa. This is Brayden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, just doing a virtual tour on our 2020 GXL 200 series, sitting in front of me with only 46,000 Ks on the clock. Like I said, just a really good chance and probably sort of opportunity for me to take you through the whole car. Any sort of marks or nicks I can find, I'm going to show you. I'll take you through the whole service history, the features as well. So it's look, just a quick idea of who we are, just in case you're not sure, but obviously Pacific Toyota, so here in Cairns. So we've got two pre-owned vehicles up here. This is probably the bigger of the two. We house nearly 200 cars between the two of them, so it's yeah, pretty big operation, but it means we get some unreal cars like this one here. You can see our Toyota, new car and Lexus showrooms over the road there, as well as our service parts and drop off and that as well. So it's look, we'll get right into it. We'll get right into it and let's see what you reckon. So just coming up from the very front, we've got some minor sort of stone chips down the front here. If anything like that is a concern, let me know. I'm sure we can talk to management and maybe even see if we can get those touched up for you. Again, just there, and a little one there. But only sort of noticeable once you're up close. Once you come back, very hard to see. We'll just go across the rest of that grille here as well. So again, just some minor sort of stone chips across the front and there as well. But very basic. You of course got your parking sensors all the way around as well. Just some minor ones across the bonnet there too. But otherwise, you can see yourself across that bonnet. Just exceptionally well looked after. So same with the windscreen, no chips or cracks or anything like that to be worried about. Take you right over that roof there too. Not tall enough to reach up there, but hopefully you can see up there with this one. And we'll go back there as well. So obviously got the tow bar there on the back as well. You got the rear parking sensors across the rear. Sort of tiny sort of scuff there. Not actually into the paint or anything as well. And again, same sort of thing. It's just very light sort of markings. So as we jump in, obviously the child locks and these guys in the rear. Take you right across those rear door cards. Just some tiny scuff there. Looks like obviously they might have had something sitting in against it. Genuine floor mats the whole way around as well, so very clean up under there. Air conditioning controls in the back there for the kids as well, which is great. You obviously got the vents up there and in those back rows as well. So really easy to control for the kids. Obviously the 60-40 split, so this one will drop down and those two will drop down independently there too. Also way easier for jumping in and out, so they'll come forward. Give you access to those back seats as well once they drop down. Child anchor points across those three as well. Just come into the front there. Again, just some tiny sort of markings there. Keyless entry on both the front two doors here as well. So as long as you've got the keys in your pockets, you press those ones. Press those, it's going to lock. And that's going to unlock it again for you. So some tiny little sort of fingernail marks just on the inside of that plastic there, on the handle, those common ones. But even the sort of passenger door, which is the highest sort of traffic area of the car besides the drivers, very well looked after. Again, we just keep all these mats in here, so they keep the genuine stuff. Same with the dash mats there too. So right up under there, just some Velcro holding all that in for you. Just a really good example, hey? So while I'm here, I'll actually show you the service history too. So we'll jump in there, all your books, manuals, everything's all in here for you. Got two genuine keys as well. So I just won't show you those that first page because it's the owner's details still on there, but I can tell you it was two private owners down at Mount Depot, down south. Service history in there, so first one at 10,000 Ks in 2020, 21,000 Ks. So Brisbane Valley Auto at 21, Brisbane Valley Auto 33, and Brisbane Valley Auto at 44 as well. So having only done 46, that's just unreal service history. That's exactly what you want to see. So I'll take you down to these wheels as well, show you right down there. Exceptionally clean. Tiny sort of mark there, bugger all. Heaps of tread left on those as well. I'll just show you right in there too. See all through that suspension there as well. Certainly doesn't look like spending a lot of time off-road, if at all. Just some tiny sort of stone chips as well. And just down to that rear wheel. So again on the passenger side here, tiny sort of bit of mark there. Again, very well looked after. So we're coming to the back, so again you've got the rear sensors across the back, tow ball there. Should have a 7-pin plug down there. Flat. Pop that up, jump in there. So you got the accessory plug there as well. So the inverter one. Those seats have just dropped down as well. Jack and everything's in there. Tools underneath here. Right. Doesn't look like they've spent a lot of time using back here, that's for sure. You can see her open that door there as well. Tiny sort of chip there. Again, any of that sort of stuff, just let me know, and we can see if we can get those touched up for you. Just a little sort of chip there. Just only very, very, very minor. Fuel is obviously on the driver's side here. I'll show you where the release is and for that inside too once we jump in. Those ones are just coming off of my finger. It's even better. Again, miles of tread left on these guys as well. Keyless entry on all 4 doors, so that's even better. And like I said, these all drop down for you. That's that child anchor point there. It's just that clip. It's obviously been used. It's just got to be clipped back in. That's alright. So a little bit of wear just across the back of this one, obviously from stuff being in the back. Once they go up too. Easy as that. So again, just under those floor mats there for you. It's getting a little dark, so if you can't actually see anything, if you can't quite see anything in this video, let me know and I'll sort out some photos for you instead. So like I said, just those keyless entry, same points on there. A couple of sort of fingernail marks on the inside of that door. Same with the drivers here. Obviously this is the highest sort of traffic area of the car, so maybe some little scuffs there from people sort of dragging their boots, jumping in and out, but actually bugger all. You've got height adjustments here, angle adjustments there, lumbar support all down here too, and adjustments for that backrest as well. So plenty of support and personalisation for the driver. Again, just a tiny little sort of mark there. Besides that, it's pretty clean, eh? Okay. So what we'll do, we'll just jump on the again, sort of marks just on there. Just show you right up on that one, and then we'll jump inside and we'll turn it on for you. There we go. So foot on the brake, this one actually gives you a little notification up on there too, but to start it you've got to have foot on the brake as a safety feature to be able to push that ignition. Great for kids, so that if they jump in the car with these keys they can't accidentally start it unless they're long enough obviously to reach that brake, but that's there for you. Just turn that radiator down. So like I said, 2 genuine Toyota keys. That one's still got the plastics on it, which is even better. Genuine Toyota Landcruiser keys, obviously with your central locking and your alarm button there too. And again, same with that one there as well. So that alarm button, it's a panic button, so if you hold that down, it's actually going to set off the alarms, the horns, everything on the car, and make a whole bunch of noise for you, draw a lot of attention if you ever need it. As you can see, 46,811 kilometres as it's sitting right now, so no engine lights or anything like that to be worried about. Up on the actual steering wheel themselves, they keep them pretty simple, obviously being Toyotas, but that's half the reason they work so good. So your different pages options going to flick through down there. You'll be able to see different fuel, average, your economies and things like that, the radio stations, and of course some settings there to personalise yourself. Cruise controls all down here, so just on and off with that switch, set and reset with that, pretty simple. Bluetooth controls are all over here for you, and of course the radio controls are all here for you too, so you can jump between your different Again, AUX, Bluetooth, FM, all that sort of thing. Down on the actual driver's side here, so all your windows are automatic there too. So you can see yourself, auto. Central locking is just in front of there, and your window locks there as well. DPF has been done on this one too, so you can see that button there. That's that recall that they've got as well, so that's all been done for you. It's all part of our checks. Those rear sensors, the front and the rear ones, if they annoy you at any stage, you can actually turn those off if you don't like using them. Your actual mirror controls are down here, so your left and right side of the car, and you just adjust it there for you. Headlights are all over this side. Wipers are all over the left hand side as we come over. So obviously your display up here, you do have a reverse camera up on the back there too, so you can see that actual tow ball itself. So that's obviously the back of the car, the tow ball itself, so way easier for backing onto trailers and things like that. As soon as we come out, you've got your main display here, so you've got your 3 different presets. So sat nav, obviously your phone, so contacts, messages, calls, things like that, and of course whatever's going on the radio at the time, so whether it's AM, FM, Bluetooth, whatever. You can click into each one of those as well to enlarge them, so you can jump into that sat nav and bring that into full screen. Otherwise, that apps button is going to bring you back there too. So navigation, audio, telephone, everything's all there for you. So real nice and easy. And that home button will bring you back to those 3 options there too. You can even personalise those 3 to what you like and what you prefer as well. Hazards here. Again, if the kid's mucking around or anything like that and they drop the seat belts, that's going to tell you. All your aircon controls are all here for you. So your fan speeds are here. Temperatures left and right, so it's all independent. So if I'm sitting here freezing my guts off, I can turn that heater up. And same on the passenger side as well, it's all independent. If it's just 2 of you in the car and you want to turn all the aircon off to the back, you can do that from that switch as well. So save a little bit of fuel with that way. Down here you got a little bit of storage up under there too. A little accessory plug as well, great for little phones, things like that, tucked away. A few cup holders and everything tucked in there for you. The console, obviously heaps of storage. Massive console in there, being the GXL, just a big storage space. And all your 4-wheel drive options are down here for you too. So obviously being that it's a constant 4-wheel drive, we're currently in high 4, you push that down, flick it over to L4, and that's for your creek crossings and your beach runs, anything like that, the pretty hectic 4-wheel drives. Any of your 4-wheel drive settings you can adjust through this one, so your crawl speeds and things like that are all through here. Hill controls, diff locks, traction controls, starting off in second, and of course your power modes as well. So great for overtaking, towing up hills, things like that, just to get that extra boost basically. But like I said, there is absolutely, genuinely a very, very well looked after car. Obviously, end of the day, it is second hand, but it's extremely, extremely well looked after. So obviously 2 visors up in here as well. We've got the lights there. Same again over this side too, double visors. All your Bluetooth, so your microphones are up here for when you're talking, and your lights, everything are up there for you too. They're all for you. What we'll do, I'll just jump out and we'll actually pop that that bonnet for you as well, show you up under the engine bay. So bonnet's there, fuel there. Jump out. Now that's just beeping to let me know I've got those keys in my pocket and the car's still running, just as a reminder. You see yourself just how well that's been looked after. Extremely clean up under there, even those battery terminals. Normally it's pretty common for nearly all used cars to find a sort of little bit of corrosion there, but you can see just how well new they look. There's plenty of room for a second battery as well, which is awesome. A lot of the new cars don't do that anymore. It's all on struts as well. So Narissa, look, that actually completes our virtual tour of the 2020 GXL sitting here in front of me. Very, very much look forward to hearing you guys and hearing your feedback as well. And thank you again for your inquiry.